everyone. Today I'm going to start lesson 116. And number 1 says, is the length of a dollar bill about 6 inches or 6 feet? So thinking about a dollar bill and remembering our unit of measurement, an inch is about this big. So it would probably make sense that a dollar bill would be 6 inches. Okay, number 2. Circle the picture that shows 24 divided into 6 equal groups. So we're looking for the picture that has 6 equal groups, and I'm looking at this first one and it looks like there's only 4 equal groups, and this one, if I count each group, it looks like there's 6. So it would be this picture. Number 3, the 72 students attending the playoff basketball game arrived in 8 vans. How many students were in each van? So that's what they're asking us to find. How many students were each van? Do we have a total? We do. 72 students. And then it says they arrived in 8 vans. So we have our groups. It'd be 8 groups, and you'd start looking at your total, and you could put 1 out of the 72 into each group, which would probably take a while, but it is a way to do this problem. And if I went through each one and I counted until I got to 72, then I would find out how many students were in each van. Or I could do it this way. If I have my total, I could start off this way. 72 divided by, because we have 8, number of groups. And once I find this out, I'll find how many students were in each van. So I could flip this around. I could say that 8 times something equals 72. Okay. 4. 631 take away 476. 5. Name the shape. How many faces does it have? So I'm looking at the shape, and faces is another word for saying sides. So I have one face here. 1, 2, 3. I know I have the other faces because this is a cube. So let's see. 1, 2, 3. On this side would be 4. This side over here would be 5, and don't forget the bottom, it would be 6. So it has 6 faces. 6. 80 times 3. Remember the trick? Doing 80 times 3. We multiply 8 times 3. We get that answer, and then we add a 0 to our answer. Write 600 plus 10 plus 8 as a base 10 number. We're writing that whole number out. 8. Circle the picture that shows 6 as 18 divided by 3. So in division, this first number here is our total, and this number here in our equation is usually the number of groups. So if I look at my picture, I could look at the first picture, and I can see I have 1, 2, 3, I have 4 groups with 3 in each group. Now if I count my total up, we'll see if it equals 18. So if I count by 3s, 3, 6, 9, 12. So I have a total of 12 in each group, and I need a total of 18. So this is not the picture that is going to match that equation. Number 9, turn to page 297 of your hands-on pages. Measure the twig, fork, popsicle stick, and mouse to the nearest ½ inch. This line plot starts at the 3-inch mark. Use X's to add the data. You use X's to mark your data when you measure the things in the back of the book, but if you don't have a ruler at home, no worries, I would just skip it for now. 10. 8 times 3 equals blank. Remember, all 4 sides of a rhombus are the same length. Find the length of side N on the rhombus to the right. So I need to find the length of side N to my rhombus. And they just said all 4 sides of a rhombus are the same length. So if this length is 51 meters, then N should be 51, O should be 51, and M should also be 51. Okay, just like a square, all side lengths are the same. 12, write the number 10 as a fraction. So 10 would be equal to 10 over 1. That's what that tells you, and they just want you to write it in there. The answer to a subtraction problem is called the blank. I could look in my Haunt pages if I forgot what that was. I think some of us might know by now it is difference, but I could check it. The result or answer to a subtraction problem. So it's the difference. 14. Using the distributive property, solve 8 times 6. So distribute means to break apart. And right here they're showing you that they broke apart 6 because 5 plus 1 is equal to 6. That's a 6 right there. Okay, since they broke that apart, you still need to multiply 8. You need to multiply 8 by 5 and 8 by 1. And they're showing you that here. 8 times 5 plus 8 times 1. So 8 times 5 is 40, which they wrote here, and 8 times 1 is 8, which they wrote over here. So you put these together and you get your answer. What shape has all sides equal in length and 4 right angles? So you're looking for a shape that has all sides that are equal and 4 right angles. If you get stuck on that one, because it's kind of like a riddle, I would go back and I would look at maybe some of my shapes and think about which shape has all sides equal. Okay, that is it for this lesson. Thank you for watching.